Hello and welcome to this second energy update reading for January. I felt that January needs another update. We need a lot of loving. We need a good big hug. We need to just know that everything is going to be okay, and it will. And this too shall pass. So my name is Lee, intuitive wellbeing coach and teacher and owner of Soul Self Mastery. You're very welcome. So I've already done an energy reading for January at the start of the month, and I have been connecting with an awful lot of you, and many people are really struggling or confused or just feeling weary, tired, sad. There's all sorts of feelings going on at the minute, and I just wanted to pop on and just explain it. And I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to do two videos. I've just been tuning in instead of picking cards. I normally am just led by the cards. I have enough messages from you all to sort of summarize what's going on and try and do a video that's going to help. So I have 5 themes that have been coming up that I want to explain, and I want to stick with the number 5 because this is 2025. And it's funny, whenever I'm writing 2025 this year, I am going 202, and then the 5 is like big, and it's like, whoa. So I'm really being highlighted the number 5, and the number 5 is about change and transition, massive change. Okay, and this is a big year. It is a big year. Do not let that scare you. It is a powerful year. It is a number 9 year of completion, of culmination, of completing karmic contracts, of closing out old cycles. It's the year, we're entering the year of the snake at the end of this month, which is Kundalini activation, which is shedding an old skin, which is power, which is abundance. But that all sounds wonderful, and it is, right? But with anything, I'm hearing you got to take the rough with the smooth, nothing, we got to get comfortable being uncomfortable just for a little bit. And that's what I keep saying, right? Okay, I'm going to just get a little bit uncomfortable in January as I filter through and work through this stuff, so that I have like an easier year, okay, rather than what a lot of us can do is we can ignore, we can just be in our imbalanced masculine and feminine and just survival mode instead of thriving, and then it all culminates at the end of the year, and then we're so exhausted come January. Okay, so I have 5 themes, and then I have 5 actions, which I thought was really nice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another video straight after this, so that you don't have to listen to me waffling on again, and you can repeat the other one as many times as you want throughout the year, because it's going to be a cord cutting meditation. Okay, and that is what I feel people need at this time, and it is so crucial. I have no idea what's going to come through, but we'll just see, as always. Okay, so I just need to put my glasses on because I can't see myself or the cards. So I pulled a wee animal card there. As I was talking, I'm only going to pull 3 cards just to help direct this conversation, and it is the meerkat. And I think this card, I can't really remember, to be honest, because I don't remember my readings. It might have come up in the collective reading at the start of January. If not, it's been coming up in my personal readings with my clients. And it is responsibility. So this is a card connected to masculine energy. The number 9 is a masculine number. It is, it is connected to the hermit in the tarot. The number 9 in the tarot is the hermit, and you're being asked to take responsibility, take accountability. A word that I'm hearing a lot this year, like my word, I keep pausing because there's 2. Okay, my word is see, this is the thing, I keep going to say it's discipline, right? But then I keep stuttering and hearing discernment. So I'm just going with the 2, okay? But I'm hearing discernment for everybody. I think that's what it is. And we should always be discerning. And discerning is all about just for me, it's very much connected to, it's feminine, it's connected to your intuition. It's just trusting that gut and not needing the proof, not needing, just have that inner knowing. You know, many people are getting a lot of third eye activations, sinus problems, heavy heads, a lot of, you know, coughs and colds, head colds, and that is your body clearing out to welcome in the new for the upgrade. Okay, so if we connect with, you know, the word responsibility, all right, that is, it's a masculine word. You know, if you look at this card, what number is it? 16. If you look at this card, it is he's holding, you know, he's got paint. Look, he's got paint, and he's creating his own story. Okay, so this is like, right, this is all being stripped bare. So, you know, many people watching this have done a lot of inner work, have made, you know, a lot of changes, and now we're sort of sitting like, what's next? Okay, and you know, we've created a version of an inner peace, we've put some boundaries in place, but now we are, it's like a blank canvas, that's what I'm saying. And we are being asked, like, what's the next part of our story? So what is it that you're calling in? How do you want your life to look? So, you know, rather than allow the universe to bring that to you, or to just be winging it all the time, and winging it is okay, but it's important that you know what you want in anything, whether it be a job, in a relationship, you know, with yourself. It is important to set intentions or some goals in some way, just not a lot. Okay, keep it really, really simple, because, you know, many are very, very busy. Okay, and we're just being asked in January and into February to just ponder, to not do very much, but just to observe and to look at, how does my life look, and what would I like, and, you know, how can I dream big? And, you know, I'm having all sort of these conversations with my eldest child at the minute, you know, and you are the creator and the painter of your own story, of your own canvas, and you get to decide. You get to decide. But you have to own all parts of you. You have to own your shadow and your light. It's easy to own our light and all of the good bits. It's really difficult to own the shadow. It's really difficult to go, yeah, do you know what? It takes two to tango. You know, in my own life, for example, you know, I've gone through a separation with my husband, and, you know, we're getting divorced, and, you know, I have been working so hard in the background to, you know, forgive, to be in a beautiful heart-centered space, to take accountability, to not blame. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm human and I haven't always been in this space. But in order for me to heal, in order for peace to happen, in order for me to be, you know, a good coach, you know, I have to work through my own stuff. And it's not that you are, you know, a walkover. It's not that you don't, you know, set boundaries. It's just you have to understand the lessons in everything that's around you, because, you know, you are a vibration and you attract things into your life. There is an unhealed wound within you that once healed, and generally we will attract relationships and situations to heal that wound. It's very detailed. It takes you know, I'm not going to say it takes a lot of work, but it does. It takes a lot of patience, and you cannot rush it. And it just starts with that awareness. It starts with that, you know, that want, that need, and that being in the heart. Okay, so yeah, that responsibility is, you're being asked to take responsibility for your own life, for your own actions, for your own you know, failures, things that you've said that you shouldn't have said, but, you know, forgive yourself. You know, that was that version of you. When you know better, you do better, you know. And a lot of us are a product of how we've been brought up, and, you know, the ancestral energy that's passed down. Okay, so yeah, take responsibility. I'll come back to that, but I'm just going to pick 3 cards. I've got a dragon deck here also. We are ending the year of the wood dragon. at the end of this month, and we are entering the year of the wood snake. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge the dragons and thank them for a powerful, you know, number 8 year. And here we have, this is just perfect, the black dragon, and it says there, cocoons you. Like, this is my little scribbly piece of paper for 5 themes. I wrote cocoon. That's the first word that I wrote, cocoon. Cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. That is where we're at. Meditate, reflect, and undergo a metamorphosis. That is where we're at in January and coming into February, and we will come out of it in our own time as we enter spring. But for now, just be in your cocoon, you know, connect with the base chakra. I talked about this in the last energy reading, which I will pop the link below. And you know, this is a number 9 year connected to the planet Mars, which is war, which is action, which is a masculine planet. It's connected to anger, and but on the other side of that, it's fire. So fire energy is really powerful in the body. It gets stuff done, but when it's suppressed, it turns into anger. So we are moving towards Imbolc. Okay, there are 8 seasons of the year, 8 Sabbats. Okay, and Imbolc is the one that we're moving into. We're in the energy of Imbolc at the minute, which is governed by the goddess Bridget. She is connected to fire. She is a fire goddess. She has a flame in her hand, and she will probably come into the meditation, I would imagine, to stoke our inner fires and to ignite that fire within. But in order to do that, we have to get rid of any suppressed fire energy that's clogged up in the body. And that is making us reactory, that is making us angry, that is affecting our liver, our gallbladder, resentment in the gallbladder, anger in the liver. It's making us heavy because we've been taught so much shame as children about being angry. You don't get angry, you know, don't you get angry? Or if you do, here, take a sweet, you'll feel better. Or go to your room and come back when you're not angry. It's like, you know, it's nobody's fault, but that's not, you know, the best way of dealing with it, you know. And, you know, I had to deal with this myself, with my own children, with my own self, and also not be scared of it, do you know, and just see it for what it is. Anger, underneath anger is fear. Sadness is grief. It is a cover-up. It's just it's how we don't go into the base emotion because we don't know how to handle it, many of us. So we just sort of suppress it, and anger is an easier way of dealing with it. It's a survival technique. And, you know, with anger, then we will blame others, okay, and not take any responsibility, any accountability, and that doesn't serve. It will just keep coming up and coming up and coming up. So you know, observe this. Like, I'm seeing it in the roads, I'm seeing it with just general people I'm meeting. Like, I was, you know, I'm attacked a lot. You know, I'm now at the stage where I'm just like, okay. And, you know, when you do this work, that just comes with it. And you just have to know who you are, and you have to stay in light, and you have to send the others, people light. That's all you can do, is know who you are, okay? And that you're coming from the best possible place, okay? And, you know, send people compassion and love. But, you know, within boundaries, okay? So let's welcome this black dragon, because we're in our cocoon. I wrote here, so the first theme for January is the cocoon, okay? Is our inner winter. We're still in our inner winter, otherwise known as wintering. I've just popped something on Instagram about that. And, you know, we are tired. We have a lack of motivation. We just are in a meh. It's meh, you know, and many are feeling like it's just a deep sadness, which I'm going to come on to. That's the second point. But the cocoon, all right, you know, we are just meant to just go nice and slowly, take it easy. There is no rush, there is no pressure to do anything. As I said, to start any diet program, you know, any exercise program, however, just gently ease yourself into it. If you want to go for a walk, go for a walk. If you want to have a bath, have a bath. Whatever feels right to you, to feel safe, okay? To self-regulate, all right? To just ponder, just to, you know, just okay, all right? The second point is this sadness, this grief. And it's the contraction going inwards. It's the contraction before the expansion, okay? The death before the rebirth. The rebirth will come. Bridget's Day is the 1st, 2nd of February. And, you know, then spring comes, okay, with Ostara in, you know, March, and the spring equinox. That is our rebirth, okay? That is, you know, connected to the egg. You know, that's when Easter comes, okay? The birth. We're still going through an inner winter, an inner death. And what is happening right now is it's the death of the old versions of us, the old parts of us that we've been working on that are not serving us. And, you know, we just have to hold them as that old version, that old pattern, that old behaviour pops up its head for one last time to make sure that it is done. All right, so sometimes that's why we can feel like we're going back over old ground that we've actually went through. And it's like, I thought I've done work in this, I thought this is done, and it's just popping its head up to go, okay, where are you now and how are you going to deal with this? Okay. And the best thing is to be in an observation mode rather than being in a trigger. So you step out of it and you look at it from this higher point of view. Okay. Because for many, we're getting ready to step into a higher timeline. Okay. We've been calling it in, and with that comes a great responsibility. Okay. You know, you step into leadership. Okay. And you have to be able to fully hold all of yourself and what comes at you with that bigger responsibility, higher timeline. Okay. The third theme for January is this Kundalini, masculine and feminine balance. So it's a number 9 year of completion. What are you completing? What are you not taking into this year that you looked on and that you struggled with last year? Don't take that in. What is that? What are you ready to complete? You know, we are entering a new 18-month cycle with the North Node and the South Node changing signs. Okay, the North Node is our North Star, what we're moving towards. The South Node is what we're moving away from. Okay, and the North Node is moving into Aries. The South Node is moving into Virgo. Okay, so, you know, Aries is that fire sign, you know, that like, let's get stuff done, you know, it's spring, do you know what I mean? So, and, you know, the snake energy is your Kundalini. It's that Shakti, feminine energy at the base of your spine that moves up through the body and sets you free, basically, but it balances your masculine and feminine. So what is going to be coming up for many is mother wins and father wins. Okay, that's a whole other video. All right, and that can show up in relationships. If you're female, it can show up through a relationship with a man. If you're female, if it's the mother wound, it can show up in relationship with, you know, your children or with friends, female friends. And likewise, if you're masculine, it can show up, the mother wound can show up in your relationships with your partner, your children. So, you know, these are all coming up for us to integrate, to have an awareness, to heal, basically. So don't run from it. Don't think you're doing anything wrong. If you're not sure how to deal with it, you know, just observe it. Just go, I acknowledge this for now, and ask for guidance and help from your higher soul self, or reach out to me, or book a session, or, you know, there's lots of great books, free podcasts. Go for a walk. Just take some time in nature and take some time for you, and just get rid of the distractions. That's what I've sort of wrote here. You know, we're in this number 9 year, which is completion, which is a masculine number. It's connected to the planet Mars, which is a planet, a fiery planet, you know, that's bringing up suppressed fire energy, as I've explained. It's also, it's a karmic number. We're completing old karmic cycles. So sometimes that will look really insane. You know, when you're clearing karma, you don't know what the past life is. You know, it's going to bring up so much fear. Okay. So if it doesn't make sense to you, just pull in and just hold yourself through that period until it passes. Okay. The Hermit. We're in the number 9 tarot card. That is the Hermit. The Hermit is going into your cave. The Hermit is going within. It's safety, base chakra, going into your home. Okay. We have just had the full moon in Cancer. All right, which is all about the home, all about coming back home to the self, which is actually my next number 4 point. So that you can tune into that higher wisdom. All of the answers are within, and tune into that higher soul self. You're a true, authentic self. Okay. Point 4 is coming back home to the self. That was the, you know, the first full moon of this year, and the last full moon in the year of the dragon. All right. So it was, Cancer is the crab going into your shell. All right. Cancer is connected to emotions, it's connected to water, it's connected to the home. Okay, being safe in your home. So take some time in your home. Okay, declutter. That's sort of my next action points. I'll come back to that. But, you know, clean, declutter, make it nice and safe. Stop running and getting distracted, you know, running around meeting people outside of the home and come in. But coming back home to the self, okay? And that is choosing you, okay? And, you know, boundaries are really important, which is why I'm going to do a cord cutting meditation and understand boundaries. And, you know, we think we can set a boundary, communicate it even, and that is it done, but it's not, because you have to show people how to treat you. You have to, so you, when you know yourself to be true, then you can help others, you know, with knowing you, with understanding you, with, you need to know your own needs. You need to love all parts of you first before you can have even a healthy relationship with anybody. Okay. There's a really good book, and I can't remember the name of it, but I'll pop up below. It's just been released yesterday by an amazing relationship coach called Jillian. Is it Gillian Love? She's got a great podcast, and it's a book about coming back home to the self. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to pop it below. And her podcast also, because it's all about loving the self. And yeah, the 5th one is courage. Okay, courage and stepping out of comfort zone, getting uncomfortable for a little bit, getting comfortable being uncomfortable as you work through stuff, and stepping into courage, stepping into action, which is my next. So I've got 5 action points for you. It doesn't need to be big action, but there needs to be some action, okay, when you are ready. And I'm just going to pull one final card to help me with the action, okay. Choose your direction. Love it. Choose your direction. Where are you going? What are you calling in? How do you want your life to look? Okay, you need to know that first, but you don't have to have it all worked out. You can just feel into a particular energy. I want to feel, that's why choosing a word is really good. I want to feel just peace every day. I want to feel happy. I want less distractions. I want more motivated. I want less noise around me. I want to go on holiday more. I want to travel more. I want to find my purpose this year, whatever that is. Okay. 5 actions this 2025 year. Number 1, learn how to stabilize the nervous system and self-regulate. We have to be able to do this. I bang on and on and on about this with my clients, and it's what works for you. Okay, and it's creating a daily sacred practice. And when you're starting out, you don't have to, my second point is choose one goal. Keep it simple. Do not choose lots of things. And if that one goal is this daily sacred practice and self-regulating, then that is it, because many things will come from that. Many beautiful things will manifest and will be created from that one thing. Keep it simple. Okay. Breath work. All right. A cup of cacao every day. Taking your vitamins. Just sitting for 5 minutes and just breathing in an essential oil. Doing some form of movement every day. Okay. Or some form of self-care. It could be yoga one day, it could be a walk one day, it could be a bath, it could be lighting a candle, it could be just going to bed at 3 p.m. in the afternoon and watching a movie, okay? But just really, when you wake up in the morning, it is the best time to meditate. It is the best time to, how am I feeling, how am I doing, and just to breathe and just to do a check-in with yourself, okay? So I teach people, how to do Reiki on themselves. Reiki level 1, I'm doing one of those on Sunday. And when you check in with yourself, you know what's yours. So you've woke up in the morning. This is before you lift your phone, before you do anything. Okay, let's check in with myself. And any aches and pains or anything, just observe them, okay? And that's why I want to do the cord cutting meditation, because to make sure that it is all yours that you have. And doing a cord cutting meditation every day is powerful, or once a week or whatever. You can do quick cord cutting, just as you're just really, really easily. I did that when I was out having a run this morning. And yeah, and then that is the best time as soon as you wake up, because you're in a meditative state. And then as you go about your day and you meet different people, you will notice your body reacting to different things. If you're slow and right down in this harmony mode, you will notice, and you'll be able to go, no thank you. That's what I do. I literally feel an energy and I go, no thank you. And if it's part of a client, I just go, can you just come in 5 minutes before the client session or whatever? A lot of stuff will come in the evening before, but I just ask that it just come in, but it doesn't disturb me. My sleep doesn't always work because I forget. I can give my own advice. But yes, just observe it. And the breath is the best way of slowing it down. I'm just, okay. Number 2 is choosing that one goal. Okay. Keeping it simple. One thing. What one thing? Okay. So if I, my one word, my 2 words, my one word this year is discipline. Okay. With a dollop of discernment, but discipline is the word. Okay. And from that, I'm choosing one theme, because there's many themes, and I'll just get overwhelmed if I try to do it all. So I want to focus on my physical body. I've been through a really tough year with my breakup, with my ending of my marriage, with just moving house, with just trying to, rebuild, the growing of the business, mothering my 3 children at different stages in their life and all that's going on with them, navigating a new relationship, you know, friendship stuff, parent stuff. This, you know, we all have it, okay? And my body has taken a back seat because of, on top of all of that, I've been going through the menopause. And now through the other end, because I've never experienced that before. I had no idea that I wouldn't be able to just go and do a gym session, or like a HIIT workout and not cry and not feel the extreme pain in my body and not have the energy to do it. I was like, what is happening? Oh my God, so it's fascinating. And so I had to just, that took a back seat, and I just needed to feel safe, to nurture, to just give my body what it needed. And now I'm ready to get back, to get back into my exercise, get back into, you know, eating well. Not that I stopped that, I just had to, I suppose it wasn't the priority, and feeling safe and happy and content and nurturing myself was last year. And this year I'm ready to move back into the physical body, and from the physical body many things will happen. So I'm really stepping into a place of action, and I'm being guided to do a lot more in my own business to help you guys, and that's going to require an awful lot of my energy and my time and my commitment and my discipline. So I know what I need to do, and I need to get my physical body to a place that allows me to do that, to work more, to be accountable, and to have that discipline, if that makes sense. Okay. The third action is declutter, clear out old energy, emotionally with the cord cutting meditation, but also physically in the home. Okay, clean everywhere, throw stuff out. I have the lovely Samara from Evolve coming on Friday to do the wardrobe session, which I love. She did that with me, was it 3 years ago? And it was brilliant. And I'm really looking forward to this again. I'm actually going to do some stuff. I'm going to preempt it, because there's just, and I really want to be disciplined with what I need from that session from her, and how I need her expertise, because I know my colours, I know what suits me, but there's a few wee gaps, and I need to link items together, and your clothes are a reflection of you. But also I want my body in a place, you know, for my own confidence, to look well in the clothes too. And that's why I'm working on the physical body, and then she's coming. But also I'm moving house, so I don't want to take a lot of stuff with me that is not needed, and I can be a bit of a hoarder. I can hold on to things, so I'm really going to have discipline with that and getting rid of a lot of stuff. And also when I'm doing my interiors for the house, I want to be clear in that as well. So I'm not going to just buy wee bits and pieces, you know, but and I want to move. I've moved a lot, you know, twice in the last 2 years. So this is going to be like a final move for a bit, and I just don't want to lump a load of stuff with me, you know. So so declutter, clear out, you know, even cleaning your car, your business, your Facebook page, your contacts on your phone. Okay. Oh my goodness, what you will get from that. Now, when you do that, you will feel exhausted because you're clearing out energy. Okay. The fourth action is, I just heard the word fun. We are not having enough fun, but I also heard the word feminine. So the goal thing is an action word, is a masculine, but we also need to be in our feminine. And we'll have good days and we'll have bad days. Please reframe that to a feminine day and a masculine day. Okay. And also understand the days of the week. You know, they're really important. You know, Sunday is a Sunday. It's like the sun, it's the masculine. You know, it's an action day. Monday is a moon day. That's why we feel a bit on a Monday. You don't. So I do very little on a Monday. Okay, I used to actually not work on a Monday with clients, but it actually suits a lot of clients. So I only take a couple that suits me because it's a moon reflection day. Okay, lower energy. Not lower as in, but just you know. Tuesday, and I don't know all of these, but Tuesday I think is Mars. Okay, so it's a plan of action. So I have a lot of clients on a Tuesday because I'm in that action mode. But what I also notice is I noticed there could be arguments on a Tuesday if I'm not aware of it, okay, or just things bubbling to the surface, okay. So it's a good day to do exercise as well. Wednesday is connected to Mercury, the planet Mercury, so it's a really good day for communication. So for communication with people, relationships, I'll do a lot of videos on a Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? It is. There you go. I've been wanting to do this video for about a week. Thursday, I can't remember. It might be Saturn. I can't remember. Friday is Venus. So it's a feminine day. Venus. And I just love Fridays. Just not do much. No, Saturday is Saturn. I actually don't know what Thursday is. I must look that up. But it is an action day too. Thursday is, because that's my busiest day for work. Saturn is a Saturday, and I really struggle with Saturdays. You know, I'd rather go out on a Friday, and the feminine. Saturday's connected to Saturn. That is the lord of karma and of discipline, and yeah, it's the taskmaster, the great father, you know. I'm never back to Sunday. Okay, it's important to know. All right, so you know, back to fun. What is fun for you? You know, many of us don't know that. So, you know, just do gentle things like start painting, you know, start, you know, meet up with friends, book things this year, you know, within your budget, you know, there's still plenty of stuff you can be doing, but like step out of that comfort zone, you know, and just allow it in. Okay. If you want to start a class to meet people, just call that in and you'll see it. It'll pop up. I'm going to share a lot of stuff on my page. So if you follow me on Instagram, and if you have circles, meditation circles and yoga stuff and whatever, please send it to me, because I want to share it out for people, you know, particularly locally, you know, that follow me, so that, you know, they have things to join and places to go. And because this is a year of spiritual awakening. It's a year where people are really, their crown chakras are opening up, and they need supported. Okay. And then the leaders that have been, they're getting ready to step up as well, as a healer. Number 5, and then we will close this video down. I thought this would be a wee quick one, but I just seem to do 40 minutes and that's it. It just seems to be what I do. Observe yourself. Observe what is distracting you. What's in your dreams. Your dreams are your subconscious mind. They tell us a lot. You know, where do you need to set better boundaries? Who's in your head? I mean, they can be in your energy field. What physical symptoms are you having? What mental symptoms? How's your mood? How's your emotions every day? Be in that place of observation. Then you can do something about it. Okay, you can choose them. You know, I don't want that. You know what? You know, I need to cut cords in that. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I need energy to be able to bring through the meditation. And again, this meditation, I'm just going to go straight into it in the next video, so that you can repeat it as much as you like this year, because I want to keep it generic, a generic cord cutting meditation, because that is what I'm being called to do, and that is what people need at this time. Okay, so much love, and thank you for watching and listening.